Hello and welcome to the Too Much Time on Our Hands podcast. You're joining us tonight. It's the classic threesome, which I can't remember. The titillating trio or something like that, I guess.
But
The Devil's
yes,
Three-Way.
It's a while ago.
The Devil's Three-Way.
Devil's
Absolutely.
Three-Way.
Absolutely. This is the Devil's Three-Way. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look and kicking off our World Cup of movie themes today, which we haven't done a World Cup in quite a while, so this is very exciting. And I can tell you that we are all looking forward to this, I'm sure, just as much as you. But before we go any further, let's do some introductions. Hello, Russ.
Good evening. Salutations.
Salutations to you, sir. Hello, Dan.
Hello. I got nothing. Hello.
Excellent. And it's hello from me. I am Tom. Right, as I said, we are going to be looking at kicking off our World Cup of movie themes. So, Dan, how are we going to do it? What's eligible, etc. criteria?
Usual systems apply here. So,
The way you casually say that, as if that has any meaning.
what
What normally happens is we sort of argue about it for a bit and then make it up later.
I will say, I gave everyone an opportunity to join in tonight. So if someone's favourite theme tune doesn't make it, not my problem. Only 3 people watching at the moment.
Hey, Dan,
suggest more people
I'm
join
a
in.
big believer in saying to people, it's your own fault. If this doesn't
It is.
go how you like, it's your own fault.
So we're going to list some of the theme tunes. We've been given some via the social media and stuff as well. And we're going to do what we normally do, which is we vote to see whether it goes in. The one thing I'm going to change is that I'm going to put it to the people in the Discord as well, to have an opportunity to actually vote on it as well. So if you want to vote on any of these themes, and by the way, we are voting to decide categorically what is the greatest movie theme of all time.
Absolutely.
Then and there's no questions. This is like the list of lists. Then head over to our Discord. Join the Discord. It's pinned tweet on Twitter. It's in the bio on our Instagram. Some rules. It's got to be a theme. It can be a pop song. If that pop song is the theme, then that's brilliant. But it has to be a theme.
But
so it has to be the actual.
yeah, it's a bit. It doesn't have to be the theme of the movie.
That's
It
the
needs
next
to
thing I was gonna
be. It needs to be something that is incredibly intrinsically linked with that movie. So it could
I
be a
think-
character theme or a specific piece of music from a film.
I think at any point we should reserve the right to force someone to hum the theme tune as well,
Right, theme tune. Sing the theme tune.
so
Yeah.
that people understand. Like, so it's not just like, oh, well, I've actually gone for the Three Colors series. That theme tune is excellent, and they go, right, hum that fucking theme tune then. You hum
Yeah.
that to me, bitch. Yeah.
And it's got to be something like you can't just go for a really good song that happens to be used in a film. It has to
No.
be linked enough
One exception.
with the film. Well, probably plenty of like there are plenty of pop songs
Yeah.
that are from or used in movie soundtracks, and they have become synonymous with that film to the point where you could say
Has to be.
it's that
Yeah.
song from whatever.
I mean,
it's
it
gotta
could
be
be
at
about
that kind of
Iris
level.
by Goo Goo Dolls there for City of Angels. Because that is a
unquestionably
banger.
the best movie ever made.
It is not the best movie ever made, but it's
So the music from Con Air, like from start to
Was
finish.
it,
just the
Leanne
screaming
Rimes,
guitar
isn't it?
bit. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, if you want to have that song by Leanne Rimes,
How Do I by
How Do
Leanne
I by
Rimes.
Leanne Rimes, I think that would probably just about qualify.
I think so, but we get final say on all of this. I think as well.
Yes,
So, for
and-
example,
And once the winners have been chosen at the end of all of this, it doesn't matter whether they won Oscars or anything like that. They won this. This
Yeah.
is what goes at the top of the Wikipedia page,
yep.
right?
For a minute or so
Yeah,
until it
yeah.
gets taken down by the registers. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of think we should send like the winner an award. So like whether it's like John Williams, Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, Michael Giacchino, or something like that. Just like we send them an award saying you've actually won this, so congratulations.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that pen picture I drew of us three?
Yeah,
It should just be something on that level.
but we've drawn them into it.
It's in a frame up on the wall there.
I love that
Is it?
picture so much.
You can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
That's such
I mean,
a great
You
picture.
should probably put it somewhere where you can see it on the podcast, but it's.
Is it the original? Have you got the
Yeah,
original?
yeah. So that my arms don't go the same way as they do in real life. That picture there, it's like 2 above that.
That's so good.
The other thing to know is, as of tomorrow, all of this. There you go. Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" is an example of a song linked to a film.
Yeah,
But it wasn't in the film.
yeah.
But
So
it was,
clearly,
wasn't it?
No, I'm saying, so what? It's linked to a film, but it wasn't the theme.
No, as in like
yeah, it wasn't
that
the
is
theme of the film, but
point
it's
about,
so intrinsically linked with Apocalypse Now that anyone would understand that and accept that is the music from the film. So that's exactly the sort of thing that we're looking for.
As I say, also it doesn't have to be the main theme as well. If it's just an iconic piece of music from it, then that works. That counts as well.
Yeah. Likewise, plenty of film themes are like pre-existing pieces of classical music or something like that have been used
which is fine
in
as
a
well.
soundtrack, and that's all fine as well.
Yeah. Okay. I think we are ready to get going. Then I think we've set some rules. It doesn't mean we won't. If something starts going a bit south, like halfway through this, we might change it up again. But currently, this is the rules. But we reserve the right to change them. Right. Who wants to kick us off with a movie theme tune then?
So at the moment
probably
we're
go
not
fairly
deciding
quick
what's the
fire with
best at the moment. We're just chucking out submissions to go onto our list, and it goes to
100%.
It goes to the audience to vote on Twitter and Instagram and everything.
So I'll kick off this one. It's got to be one of my favourite all-time uses of music is Missalou, used at the beginning of Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino. You know, fucking brilliant. So Missalou
is
at the beginning of fucking Pulp Fiction, man. So
here's what happens now. If you're in the chat, you can choose to vote whether you want this to be on the final list, and then we're going to put it for the Discord anyway. But if you're in the chat and you're on the Discord, you get to vote twice, because I kind of want you to watch this, and I also want you to be on the Discord as well. So we're going to vote as well. We only get one vote as commoners, whether we're going to vote for it.
Well, I'm voting for it.
Me.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible piece of music.
Yeah, it is, and it's so synonymous with Pulp Fiction as well now.
Yeah,
Like is it directly after any of you fucking pricks move, and I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you? Yeah, I can't remember.
It crashes
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
into it, doesn't it?
Which is one of the best lines in a film ever, by the way.
so
After
clever.
this whole conversation, yeah, I'm not the world's biggest Pulp Fiction fan, but the intro is incredible. Yeah,
Yeah, Tarantino actually said starting a film with a bit of music like Missalou really does lay down a gauntlet that the rest of the film now has to live up to. I think on the Quentin Tarantino soundtrack, the clip of him talking before it is he says, it just says we're big, and it does, man. Like it properly sets it off, and then you have the whole John Travolta.
What's the line before?
storyline.
I love you, honey bun. I love you too. And I love you.
I love you, pumpkin. I love you, honey bunny.
And if you fucking pricks move, and I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you. So good.
And which is funny actually, because later on in the film, it turns out that what I like most about these is it is like Pulp Fiction novels, all kind of misremembered. Her quote later in the film when it goes over again is any of you fucking pricks move and I'll execute every one of your motherfuckers. And it's not the same as the one that you hear at the very beginning.
That's really
which
cool.
I think
didn't know that.
which is always quite interesting. It's definitely worth watching again just for that.
Right, cracking start. I believe we've got 5 votes for that. I'm assuming you're going for it, Paul. It is a good one. Yeah, and Dan's got +1 of that.
I mean, no arguments there.
That's
That's awesome.
I think it's going to win. I think it's going to win, everyone.
I don't know.
I mean, no, because the winner's. I know what the winner's going to be. I think
everyone knows what the winner's going to be. I almost didn't include it. Almost said the greatest movie theme, except for. Should we just get out of the way? Should we just do it now? Star
Let's do
Wars.
it now.
Star Wars. Okay, Star Wars is probably going to win this, so it is excellent. I'm voting for Star Wars. I think it's quite swell.
Are you going for Are you going for the John Williams main?
I'm going for the Star
thing?
Wars intro. We could have Star Wars about 5 or 6 times on this.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to limit ourselves. Let's.
I'm thinking. Yeah,
okay. But you're going to have Duel of the Fates in there as well.
Duel of Fates. I want to see Duel of Fates go up against the intro music.
But then
And
you'd have
you've
stuff
gotta have
like the
the-
Imperial March,
Got to have the Imperial March, yeah.
Anakin's
Gotta have
sins.
Anakin's love theme from when he's on Naboo,
Trying to no.
tickling sheep.
That are all ass.
I also
Those sheep are all ass.
plus
It's
5
like
Death
something
Stars
went
for
wrong
Star
with the
Wars.
3D model for those sheep.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like if you're working on something, it could be like sometimes you'll like hit the wrong hotkey and suddenly you've scaled a certain part of your artwork to 5,000%. That happened to those sheep's asses, and Lucas
They
was walking
looked-
past was like, "Oh, I love those sheep of the asses."
Sorry, George. Let me
know-
just hit undo. No, leave it.
You know when they
Leave it.
released No Man's
Use
Sky and it was just this absolute fucking mess, and you go to any planet and every creature looked really fucking weird. It looked like that.
Yeah,
Like
So
it
you're,
looked,
you're saying that No Man's Sky is basically episode 2.
but that eventually got better. So
Yeah. I mean, once they removed 80%, I'm left with that 20. Yeah. I mean, it's forever linked with this podcast. It's
We-
our
we go-
theme.
we're kicking things off then. Star Wars theme tune, just like the main.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
So,
great,
I mean,
isn't
like,
it?
so I've got to say, I kind of agree with Paul in the chat. The Jurassic
You can
Park
fuck
main
off.
theme
No
is better.
way. You are both wrong. Like it is.
Yeah,
it's not. There is another John Williams theme that is better.
It's better. It's better than the Star Wars,
not.
but I
It's
don't think
not.
it. I wouldn't say. I would probably vote for the Star Wars one over. If it came down to a head-to-head between those two, I'd probably vote Star Wars.
So we're just asking, like, are you voting for Star Wars?
Yes.
Yes,
100%.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Chat, feel free to vote as well. Obviously.
It's like the most iconic music from a movie ever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like the
Indie is
cadence
greatest.
of that sentence didn't. None of the emphasis on any of the words worked there.
Defo voting Star Wars. Okay, so Paul's voting for Star Wars. Dan, you've gone plus 5 Death Star, so I assume you're voting for Star Wars as well. Okay, so we've got Star Wars and we've got Pulp Fiction so far. Russ, you haven't had one yet.
So my first one I'm going to suggest is I can't remember the name of it. It's by Richard Strauss, the Ascent of Man music from 2001, leading
Oh,
to
okay. I thought you were going really wanky then, but that
jump
actually
cut
is really
to
good.
Bone to Spaceship.
Dun, dun,
So the
dun,
big
dun, dun.
fanfare
Yeah.
piece of music there, which I believe is from.
It's so good.
It sounds abysmal, but that piece of music is actually a half-hour German tone poem, which should be, I mean that's a sentence to make your nuts fall off in despair, but it's absolutely glorious.
When I went to the Kubrick exhibition, when you walk through it, you're walking through the tunnel to that music.
Yeah, incredible.
And I
I'm
swear my
desperate
penis
for
got
like
about 2 inches longer.
An IMAX remaster of 2001. I want to get my face blasted off by that scene.
I said it last night while we were playing D&D, Russ, but I'll say it to everyone else. If you're going to go see John Wick, go see it in IMAX.
Were you guys
It is
playing
the
D&D
loud-
last night?
Yes.
How did I miss that?
We talked about it in the same place that we normally do.
Yes.
It's a brick. I am so sorry. I did not.
That's all right.
Fuck, man. It's my notifications on my phone. I turned a load of them off.
That's all
So
right.
sorry. I didn't even realise.
That's all right.
I'm really sorry. That's
okay.
terrible. How many have I missed? I just thought we
just
were on a
that one.
hiatus.
Well, we did one the previous week as well.
Right?
I just assumed you'd be like, this rude cunt's just ignoring us.
It's a brick. No.
Well, your character's only got
I
one
will-
arm now, but
I will
you're otherwise fine.
ensure to.
You've only got one arm.
You've only
You
got
have.
one arm now.
I've only got one arm. What happened to
Some
Solid?
stuff happened.
Sullen actually had to do a bit. Duncan had to do a bit of sullening last night as well. So, but okay. Well, I'll send you an individual message next time just to make sure. Anyway, we'll talk about this after the pod. Don't worry about it.
I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry.
It's fine.
I'm gonna tell my wife.
Movie themes.
Oh God. That's awful. I'm so sorry.
Right, so 2001. I'm voting for 2001.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah. Anyone else in chat? Obviously, like and subscribe. Oh, did I just say that? Yeah, I did. And also, just give us a +1 or whatever if you want. Just say +1 like we did before. Love it. Currently it's on 3, which is fine. It's 2001. Tom, I think we just keep going rolling around until someone comes up with a better idea.
What now?
Another thing.
Oh, in that case, well, I really like it. I'm a big fan of Donnie Darko. I really like that film, that original. I don't like Donnie Darko 2 or whatever it was called, Samantha Darko or whatever that fucking sequel was with his sister. I don't know what that was all about.
No, I didn't see that.
Well, you didn't see the sequel? No, random, very odd. But in the first one, there is this amazing tracking shot that takes place through the high school. Sort of, a lot of people sort of look back on the use of music in that film. It was all set in the 80s, so it's all very cool. But it is head over heels by Tears for Fears. And this tracking shot plays over them walking out, getting on the school bus, getting off the school bus, walking through school, watching all the kids meeting up, teachers opening doors, classes starting. It's just so well shot. Such a good establishing piece of music. It's one of my favourite bits of music that's used in film. And it's just very cool. I know it's a bit 80s and it might not go, but I wanted it on there.
It is incredibly cool, and it really sets the vibe.
Yeah. It does. It's like I think it's a really angsty song anyway, and being a teenager is 100% angst, and so that whole kind of winding sort of single shot through the school and into the classroom and things is very, very cool.
It is funny that we've got that version, which is fucking amazing. But the Tears for Fears are incredible band, but they did a really wanky version of Mad World. Which is another Tears for Fears song, which is fucking awful. I don't care what anyone says. That Gary Jules version of Mad World is fucking awful. But the original version is so fucking good. And yet, as you say, you've got this amazing bit with. My one question about this: would you say that Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears is the first thing you think of is Donnie Darko?
So it's slightly borderline, but it's probably the most significant piece of music in that movie.
Yeah, apart from the music that the dance squad dances to.
It. Yeah.
I'm happy to go with that, and if we do go with it, I'll vote for it. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a vote from me. It's a yes from me.
Yeah, it's a yes from me.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
If I had a golden buzzer, I'd be pushing it.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, getting my golden buzzer out.
I agree that Mad World is the more intrinsic Donnie Darko theme. It's also shit though.
I think it is. I think it was. I think out of the two at the time, and Mad World was the one that ended up in the charts.
Yeah.
Because, well, it was just new, and everyone was going through a bit of a depressing time when I thought
everyone was going through a bit.
Not like nowadays.
Tough times. No, it's fine now, isn't it? Everyone's really optimistic about everything. We're all just so happy.
Yeah, I for one am over the moon about everything. I'll tell you what does make me over the moon about things, and that's the Ghostbusters theme tune.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Technically a pop song as well as Ray Parker Jr.'s obviously Ghostbusters theme tune, which is just incredible.
It literally was written for the film though. There's no question there.
No, he just had this song called Ghostbusters, and weirdly, these guys just released this film about just.
It's really strange, isn't it? Invisible ghosts.
Even the lyrics actually reflect plot elements from the film. It's such a weird coincidence.
Yeah, it's so weird that happened, but But I suppose it's like when two
blowjob
asteroid films.
Pretty sure that's a line, wasn't it?
Get
Slide in the sewer.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Fucking you off when you're not watching. This whole song.
Getting noshed off.
Yeah. We love the song. We want to change some of the lyrics though, because it's all just about.
We want to change some of the lyrics.
We
want to put it in the film. There's a scene inside a hotel and the guy's angry. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, obviously that's
Works
getting in
really
there.
well. Yeah, Ghostbusters is
Ghostbusters really good.
It's a yes from me. Especially with the alternative
2,
lyrics.
the blowjob ghosts. That theme definitely in there.
Like nowadays, you'd have like, oh God, what happened with that ghost? Well, haven't heard from them. I guess they looked at camera, ghosted me.
I'm fairly sure nowadays that scene would not be included.
Nowhere near. No, that was a fucking kids' film. Just,
Wow, amazing.
is it true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Like, it's just,
Amazing.
oh, what a film! And it's terrifying as well.
Yeah,
Full of great
blowjob
jokes,
ghosts. Absolutely terrifying.
Some of Dan Aykroyd's best acting in that scene, though.
Yeah. I do believe my wife would be genuinely concerned if that's what I looked like when I was getting a blowjob.
Well, ghosts just, you know, ghosts
She'd be
just
like,
do it
"You're right.
differently,
You haven't. Are you,
Plus one
Do we
BJ.
need to call 999?
yeah. Should I stop? Like,
No, hang on.
oh dear.
Oh God, the blowjob ghost scene will always be just endless material for us.
Oh,
It's just so weird.
it's
It
amazing.
just comes from nowhere.
Like the steps that had to go through, at which multiple points at which somebody could have said, "Yeah, but it's not going in the final cut, is it? So let's just get rid of it."
didn't make it into the original copied from TV version I had when I was a kid. Like,
No.
I watched that so many times, and then I got the official version for Christmas, like the actual like video. I got super excited. I'm like, this is new. I've never seen this before. Oh my God, he's hurting him.
He's having to fight something off with his tree.
Anyway, yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
in there.
Ghostbusters, pretty good. Yeah. Russ.
Yeah, fucking brilliant. I vote for that.
Okay, so I'm going to go for what? So this is. It's not necessarily that I particularly love this piece of music, but I think this defined an entire genre of movie music. So the main, the string theme from Psycho,
Oh, yes.
because that has just. I mean, it is literally. All you need to do is just go ring, 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 and everyone knows exactly what you're talking about. It's become
By the way,
completely.
I should stress, this is probably going to go into next week now as well.
Oh, probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're on 5, and I was planning to get through about 200. So you know, it's
Well, we can put a long list up somewhere.
yeah, true.
But yeah, like that's it's completely defined the horror, like to the point where now it would be reductive and unoriginal to remotely use anything like that in a horror movie. But it was so just synonymous with that type of scene.
Yeah.
And it was. I think
yes
I'm,
from me.
I'm pretty sure it was written for the
Yeah.
movie. It wasn't an existing piece of music.
It'd be pretty weird if it was, because it's very much like in time with everything that's kind of happening.
But it kind of goes through the whole. I mean, obviously you got the shower scene is the main sort of crescendo, but there's those kind of skittering string sounds are sort of throughout the whole movie. It's really uncomfortable and creepy. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's not like just some random thing that someone would write and they just throw in a film. Not like the Ghostbusters theme. So you know, it's probably written for the.
God,
the
God,
film
I hope
anyway.
somebody writes a film about like ghosts and stuff. Maybe people busting them. Finally, fucking sell this thing.
Yeah, like, and they need to be like an organisation you have to call
Yeah.
at some point.
I filmed that.
enough.
I filmed that video with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and everyone. It's going to have those guys in the movie.
Yeah. Is it
It would be
Ghostbusters?
super awkward if not.
Is it Ghostbusters or Ghost Busting a Nut? I mean, what is it? Is it like
Off the album, covered in ectoplasm.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Psycho gets a vote from me. Makes sense.
Yeah, Psycho gets a vote from me as well.
This guy. Yeah.
Bam.
Cool. Right. Tom, back to you, I suppose. And in chat, if you've got any that you want us to mention, just mention it. We'll probably will at some point, but yeah.
+1 for BJ Ghost, +1 memorable shower scene for Psycho.
Yeah.
Yep, brilliant. This bit of music, I mean, okay, it's one of the best comedy films, I think, of the 90s, maybe one of the best comedy films ever. And I think there is no song that is more intrinsically recognizable from it than I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. I am, of course, talking about Groundhog Day. One of Bill Murray's greatest comedy performances as Phil. I can't remember what his name is. Phil something. But waking up every morning at, I think, 6 a.m., isn't it, to I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher just becomes so synonymous with that film. It's brilliant. And it's also a lovely song. Like, I mean, terribly ironic considering the circumstances, but yes, I Got You, Babe, Sonny and Cher, Groundhog Day.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That makes sense. I haven't seen that film in a while. I'm worried it's one of those ones I'll watch and it's full of like racist, homophobic jokes. Like, it's one of those ones that I've got such happy memories of watching.
There's one or two jokes, but
it's not like American Pie then, which you just can't watch anymore.
No.
Like, yeah.
And also was never that funny to begin with. Groundhog Day, you could certainly read into it a slightly problematic of like, oh, if a woman says no to you, just keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Like, there's definitely that kind of reading of it, but I don't think it's not one of those ones where people are now like, oh, Jesus.
It's not Porky's then.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
But, you know, someone somewhere on the chat is going to go, but it was a different time. It was a different time. I remember it was a different time. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, there are probably a few jokes in Groundhog Day that by today's standards would by today's enlightened standards would probably not pass muster. But I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's anything outrageous. Because eventually he changes himself for the better, and then she falls in love with him for who he's managed to become over that time, because he stops being selfish and starts being selfless. Which actually I think is quite a nice message.
Yeah, Paul says he doesn't think of Groundhog Day. I like.
Well, then you hate films.
I kind of 50-50 on it, because I do. When I just hear it, I don't think of Groundhog Day. When someone mentions Groundhog Day, the first thing I think of then is for music from Groundhog Day. The first thing I'll think of is that piece of music. So, like, because I've heard it so many times outside of Groundhog Day, but at the same time, it's not like, you know, in Russian Doll.
Yeah.
The
gotta
Nelson.
get up, gotta get out, gotta get on.
That song I now associate 100% with Russian Doll.
But that's because it's more modern, and you've probably watched it more recently.
No, it's because I haven't heard much Harry Nilsson music. Although Nilsson Schmilson's one of the greatest names for an album ever. But yeah, it's
also,
it's one
you
of
said
those.
you haven't watched. You said you haven't watched Groundhog Day for ages.
Yeah,
but you probably watched Russian Doll more recently.
I did, but like, I hadn't heard that song before I watched Russian Doll, so I suppose I just associate it with.
But if it's movie themes and the qualifying criteria is a bit of music that is identifiable with that film, then it qualifies.
I'm happy for it to go in, but yeah,
just according to the rules.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay.
So I'm going to vote for it.
Yeah.
Anyone else who wants to support me and, you know, other right-thinking people, stick your fingers in the air like you just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon so.
There's vote from Ross. Very nice. That's good. That's two of us. Dan?
I really like the song.
Okay.
It's a vote. Yeah, fine. Yeah, cool.
But you don't have to feel obliged to. You know, don't back down on your principles now. when the revolution comes, it's all we'll have left.
So it's not. It's if you were to say what is the song from Groundhog Day, that is what you would say.
Yeah,
True dat.
100%. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Darkness L says One Summer Day song from the One Summer Day song from Spirited Away. Absolutely magical. Yeah, it's really good.
I don't know that one, but fair dues.
Yeah, it's going in. It's at least getting 2 votes. That's for sure. So
Yeah, it wouldn't get my vote, but not because I don't agree, but just because I don't know the music.
you've seen Spirited Away.
Don't think I have. No,
Oh, it's really good. It is really really good.
is it good?
Yeah. It's one I had to watch it about 4 times because
Sounds complicated.
it's one of those ones that's just like absolutely beautifully shot, and as a result is not shot, drawn obviously, but it's as a result is incredibly relaxing. So I just nodded off every time I watch it.
Relaxing or boring?
No, not boring, definitely not boring. But it's one of those ones that I took me ages to watch, and I still haven't watched too much Ghibli stuff either since then. It's one of those things I probably should watch more. But yeah,
Fair play.
so there's that.
Fair dues, fair play.
Yeah, so it's got 2 votes so far. Russ, you going for that one, or are you know?
I'm not familiar, so I cannot, in all good conscience, vote. But that is
Okay.
not.
Well, it'll go up.
the
It'll
opposite
go
of
up in the
vote.
Discord anyway, and people will add to the list so far. But yeah,
I think Paul was agreeing with me that I think he hates films. He just said most films, yeah.
To be fair,
Thanks, Paul.
most films are rubbish.
Suck.
If you had to watch literally every single movie, you'd probably think most of them were not great.
yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go for one Magnificent Seven theme tune.
Oh, very nice.
Dun,
That's very
dun,
good.
dun, 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 dun. It's so good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that gets a vote from me, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great choice.
2 words, Tubular Bells. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Oh, okay. We got a couple more on here as well. So Magnificent Seven gets 3. Darkness Ellis said another song for the list. What's Up Danger from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. 100%, no question.
Yeah,
the
it's
What's
a
Up Danger
fucking
from Into the
banger of a
Spider-Verse.
song. But that scene is insane.
One of my favourites. Yeah, one of my favourites in any film, and it's partially the music.
It's
and now
like
I
the
can't-
music.
yeah.
It looks phenomenal, and yet
Yeah.
it also in like 1 minute it wraps up the entire movie.
Yeah,
Like his whole journey is distilled down into that scene. It's
Yeah.
such a good scene.
yeah,
Absolutely
it's
perfect.
incredible. Yeah, it's getting a vote from me anyway.
It's getting a vote from me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's on
I know,
4
can't
so
get off of
far. Excellent.
100%.
Paul has said Tubular Bells as well. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Assuming
fair
that's
enough.
for The Exorcist, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven's getting another vote as well. Okay. So Exorcist is getting a vote. He's getting 3 votes, I'm guessing. 4 votes if you include Paul. Dan says the RoboCop theme.
What's the RoboCop
Yes.
theme? I mean, I know it, but I don't know it.
Yeah, me too. That's what's annoying. Oh, I
Ooh,
need
that
someone
doesn't
to hum
bode
it.
well.
No,
That
it's... hang on.
Dun,
I do know
dun,
it.
dun, dun, dun,
No,
dun,
no,
dun,
it's no. That's different. We'll get to that in a bit. It's
I don't love it.
Me.
I don't remember.
Huh?
it.
No, I'm not
It's
going to vote
really
for that.
good.
I'm
It
sure
is
it
re-
is, but
Oh.
there's better stuff out there. No, not voting for that.
Okay,
Okay,
so
let's-
I'm going
We've got to have
to.
some dissent in here.
I'm going to throw it. Is it my turn? Sorry, I'm just
Yes.
jumping the queue here. Okay, so I'm
Go
going
for
to. I'm going
Well,
to go
yeah, it's
for.
actually Russ's, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate. Russ, you first.
I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking. Just go
please.
for it. Yeah, yeah.
It's the Terminator theme song.
Dun, 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 dun. That one.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
the not
incredible.
the one from the first film, because even though I prefer the first film, I actually prefer the theme song to the second film, because in the first one it's got a weird time signature, and if you listen to it, you'll see what I mean. It's really weird and offbeat. But in
Is
the
it, so is, it,
second
is
one,
it not the same piece of music in both films?
Surely it's
the
the same piece.
it's no, trust me on this. It's the same piece of music, same note arrangement, but the time signature is completely different. And if you just listen to it, it sounds really, really different. In Terminator 2, it's Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, it actually has a proper like time signature, whereas the first one is a really offbeat and very strange. Like it's very
Okay.
unsettling actually. So the second one, because it's fucking iconic with the fucking exoskeleton head coming through the
Yeah.
fire. Dun, 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 dun,
I haven't
dun,
watched
dun, dun. Fucking brilliant.
Terminator 2 in fucking ages. I might need to watch that again at some point too.
Great film. Great
Yeah.
film. Like
It's
literally,
the best Terminator film.
I mean, it's not, but
Oh, it is.
It is.
Look, we all
first
know
one- the
that
first
you
one's a
love Dark
paradigm.
Fate, but you just have to accept it's not as good as Terminator 2.
the first one is so dark,
Yeah.
dark, dripping with atmosphere. The second one, I'm honestly, mate, it's they are like literally a hair apart for me.
Yeah.
I think
I
the-
just,
the
but you know me,
second
I
one
always go
is
for the darker.
Pretty much
Second
a
one's fucking
perfect
astounding.
movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
But
don't think there's anything you could do to that to make it any better, and anything you took away from it would make it worse.
for me, it's about the place of that first film. Like it's a, you know, it's not. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a revolutionary film, but it was in so many ways. Like in bringing time travel to the masses. Arnold Schwarzenegger, properly bursting out into the scene in all of his muscle glory. The start of people like Michael, what's it? It's Michael Bean, isn't it? The guy, like Michael Bean's career,
Mr.
like, which
Bean,
would
yeah.
eventually span into
what was
fucking
first?
Aliens.
Terminator was after Conan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think so.
Terminator was after
But it
Conan.
was miles more popular.
Miles.
Dan says plus 101 Cyberdyne systems for Terminator. Yeah. fair enough.
Yes,
Yeah, cool.
absolutely. But I let your Dark Fate comment slide. No, everything after. I mean, Terminator 3 is the best of the Terminator films that isn't Terminator 1 and 2.
It's
There's
hilarious.
quite a staggering
that-
gap between those.
But-
But when we watched
It's a
Terminator
gulf.
3, we went, this is shit. And now we're looking back going, it's not that bad. It's not. It could be a lot worse.
We're maybe being a bit hard. Terminatrix, yeah, seems legit. Like, yeah, sexy female Terminator. Well, probably we judged it too harshly, when
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So,
absolutely mad.
Dark Cell 1989 says Ant-Man's theme is pretty good also. I'm trying to remember it.
Ant-Man,
Not
he's a
memorable
man
enough.
and an ant.
I
that it?
can't remember it.
I
It's
know
going on the
we're
list.
sort of Marvel shills here, but there's probably not that much Marvel stuff going to get up in there.
You
apart
shut your damn
from
mouth.
the
Yeah.
main Avengers theme, specifically the Portals scene from
So,
Endgame.
okay. No. So
Same-
you've got the
same
main
piece of
Avengers
music.
theme, and there's two different pieces of music. It's two different pieces of music. It's very different.
It's the same.
They've
theme.
got the same theme. No, it's not. They are two different pieces of music.
Yeah, but it's the
They've
same.
got a couple of the same note arrangements, but that's about it because it links in because it's the same film.
But yeah, out of 30 odd films, there's not a huge amount. I don't think it's something that they've put a colossal amount of effort into until fairly recently.
I don't know. So Avengers theme is getting 3 votes, right? So Ant-Man,
definitely.
I will listen to it, and I think I've got a vague idea, but I need to have another listen to it before I say yes or
It's
no.
quite
to it, so-
jaunty, I seem to remember.
Yes.
My
Avengers
name is
theme.
Ant-Man, and I
I'm
am
really
an ant.
tiny.
I'll
I
get
am
down
a
there.
man. I can
was
be
it,
The
wasn't it?
size
Yeah.
of an ant.
or small
Um,
and fly.
Clap, clap, clap. That was it, yeah.
Yeah. Is that
Um,
someone trying to squash Ant-Man?
who's voting for
Come back,
Avengers
you
theme?
bastard.
Avengers
Nice
theme, yeah,
thinking.
absolutely.
Yeah, Avengers theme. Yeah.
Not
100%.
from the first Avengers movie. It's not very good in that.
It's pretty good still.
It's no, but like if you take the first time it appears in the first Avengers movie, compare that to the portal scene, it's like, oh my god,
'Cause
that
it's a different
first
piece of
one was
music.
rubbish.
It's
I thought it was a different piece
just,
of music.
It is. It like the only part that is the same is like the end 10 seconds.
No, I know that little bit. If you sort of compare that to the first Avengers movie, it's just not. It's a bit flaccid in the first one.
Okay, well we'll throw out another Marvel one. The Spider-Man +1 Infinity Stone. Nice one, Dan. The Spider-Man theme tune is great as well. Do 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 do. not Chad Kroger, a hero, but yeah, the one from the latest Spider-Man film. So yeah.
that was.
Did he
closer
die
to how-
halfway through?
So that was closer to how he sings.
Plus one
than
more.
anyone has ever done an impression of Chad Kroger.
Hung like a fucking horse, though. I'm assuming.
Just destroying urinals across the country.
Avengers has taken the lead. Avengers on 6 points now.
Very nice.
So there's that. Yeah, Spider-Man theme. I'm voting for it. It's good.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Tom?
What?
Yeah, you're voting for it. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
voted for
Tom Holland's Spider-Man theme is brilliant. Yeah, it is. Agreed. Right. Ross, you haven't done one in a while.
Self-Preservation Society from the original Italian Job.
Fucking yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not a
fucking
big,
banger.
Not a big fan of the Italian Job as a film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it. I don't know.
I love it.
I think it's gradually becoming like one of those. I don't know, Michael Caine like up in arms about things kind of films. I don't know. It's okay. It's got one of the best endings of a film though. Like genuinely brilliant ending. But yeah, the song fits it perfectly, and it is just excellent as well. Yes, it's a vote from me.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah.
It's a solid one from me.
Dan says the Immigrant Song from Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think that's got a great theme as well.
I don't
seem to
know if
remember.
that can count because that song was so big on its own already. The song is bigger than the film.
Do you think there are 20-year-olds out there that had heard that song before Thor Ragnarok?
No, but we can safely discount the opinion of all 20-year-olds.
Yeah, they're too
I
woke for
think-
my lifestyle.
Oh, good lord! I think
Oh, I can't say anything now, can you? I just, so I
it
just,
is
like,
a bit Brexit. Yes, thank you, Paul.
If you said, oh yeah, I mean, there is a lot of that in it, but it's still a great movie. Immigrant Song
I
is
think-
not the song from Thor 3.
Do you think it's the do 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 the actual theme? which
It's
is
my
quite good.
birthday.
I don't think of Thor when I hear Led Zeppelin. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put Immigrant Song in, and I'm going to put it as one of the contentious ones because I'm also going to put it with Head Over Heels from Donnie Darko as well.
Well, that's a contentious one.
I think so, a little bit.
There are some contentious ones. That's what's going to get
Okay.
us
And
in the
Groundhog Day
news.
as
Alright.
well. Yeah.
That's
No.
fine.
I'm going to put it to the Discord chat.
No, that's not. I'm fine. I'm happy with it being a contentious one. Sorry, I should make my happy voice different to my depressed voice.
So I'm
I
not
do
going
find
to
myself
vote.
going, "Oh,
for
great
Zeppelin,
idea."
Just because yeah, it's its own thing entirely apart from the film.
So where else did you heard the Immigrant Song?
Like the radio, lots
On
of
Led
times.
Zeppelin 3. Led Zeppelin.
All right.
Whichever one it
Yeah,
was.
no, I'd heard it on Led Zeppelin 3 as well, Tom. I'm saying that there are hundreds of people that will just
I
think
can't
of
even remember
Thor.
if it's on it. I can't remember.
It is on Led Zeppelin 3. It's the first
is
track
Led
on Led
Zeppelin
Zeppelin
3,
3.
yeah.
So it's I don't know. It's getting a vote from me anyway. So
Yeah, it's it's a masterpiece of music
fucking
anyway.
banger, isn't it? Yeah. My favorite. I know the Immigrant Song because the first Led Zeppelin album I bought was BBC Sessions, and there's just this
Good
great bit.
choice.
There's this great bit like where it just goes. It's the people like they're performing in the studio, and they go, and now Led Zeppelin, and then just kicks straight into Immigrant Song, and it's like one of the first times they played Stairway to Heaven. I think it was just before 4 came out, and as it got to the end, there's just like silence before everyone starts clapping, like one of those. The fuck have I just listened to? That is incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would love
Fucking
that.
love
You know,
Led
there are
Zeppelin.
certain pieces of music that I would love to be able to erase from my mind and
Yeah.
listen to for the first time. And Stairway, I mean, I bet it's on the top of many people's lists, but I would love to be able to listen to that song again. for the first
100%
time.
agree.
In the same way,
That's
like Tonight by
Oh.
Smashing Pumpkins. I'd love to be able to hear that for the first time again.
1979 as well.
Yeah, Mayonnaise. Like
Oh.
off Siamese Dream. Fucking the whistle of the guitar. Woo! I mean, if I could hear that for the first time again, is the guitar crying at me? Like,
Crazy
what
Frog.
happened?
I mean, you know,
Fucking
just something
Crazy
like
Frog.
that.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Blue. I'm blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-da.
Dabba-da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Maya he, Maya ha.
Which
Numa
is,
Numa.
of
I'd love
course,
to hear that again.
best known as the theme from Iron Man 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Or 3, or whatever it
3.
was. It's 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Here's some more themes. What we got?
What do you think of, music-wise, when you think of the first Wayne's World film?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I was going to say, I don't think of any other song apart from Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
First
I was
bit.
trying to remember what they called their own song. I don't even know if they have a name for it, do they?
Wayne's
think it's
World,
just the
Wayne's
Wayne's
World,
theme.
party time,
Wayne's World.
excellent. The only problem with that is I don't think of... I do think of Wayne's World when I think of Bohemian Rhapsody, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
Because like the first thought I have is when it gets to the loud bit is the... Yeah.
I always
I
think,
think
whenever I think of Wayne's World, I always think of that.
It might just be a people our age kind of thing, but that's fine because people our age are the only ones worth listening to. That,
Yeah.
like, if you hear that song, you see that scene in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
It's a vote from me.
So
It's a vote from me too.
Yeah, that is a vote.
Wayne's World, Bo Rap.
Could have also had Frankenstein by... Feed My Frankenstein by
Alice Cooper.
Alice
Yeah.
Cooper. Yeah. That's
Wayne's World 2, isn't it?
It's Wayne's World 1. Wayne's World 2 is Aerosmith.
You are a fucking genius, you are. Does this guy
No,
know
I
how
just-
to party or what?
Which one is the one? It's the first one where they go to the Alice Cooper concert, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is,
yeah.
yeah.
We're not
Dan
worthy.
was bang on. Yeah.
We're not
You're
worthy.
worthy, get up.
Just
It's actually pronounced Milwaukee.
so
He always
Fun
he
fact.
always comes across as someone. It's just a really nice guy with a great sense of humour.
fun fact: I've met Alice Cooper,
Nice.
and he is 100% exactly like he is in Wayne's World. Like it was this signing thing. Paul says, I think of Live Aid in the actual movie about Queen before Wayne's World, though. It's a good point.
Yeah, it's
Live
still a
Aid,
movie though, isn't it?
yeah. But then the first thing I think of is the doo-doo-doo. Yeah. If you're going to have Bohemian Rhapsody, then Immigrant Song for Thor should be allowed. I kind of agree. Yeah. I might weed out
That's
some
fine.
of these afterwards.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
I feel like the people chatting on the comments are more invested in the rules than we are.
No, but I'm fine with that. That's good. That's good. People are enjoying what we're talking about, Tom. That's a good thing.
Are they enjoying it, or are they becoming actually people?
No, they're not. Let
Either's
them enjoy
fine.
it,
The secret to winning the internet is to either keep people amused or angry, or ideally both.
Yeah. There you go. It's got a few votes anyway. Yeah. Okay. Right. Continuing the theme of themes. Yeah. It's Vangelis. And it is Chariots of Fire. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? There, but yeah,
Yeah, that's a great shout.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is good.
iconic.
Dreadful movie. Great song.
Oh, shite! Utter shite. The song's brilliant though. That's kind of the theme I'm going for is shite films with great movies though. So yeah, except for Star Wars. Star Wars is alright, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vote from me anyway. For
Yeah,
Chariots of Fire.
definitely.
Right. Keep it coming, Russ. I suppose.
I would go for. What am I going to go for next? Okay, the main theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh yes.
Basically, think westerns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't do it anymore. I did it once, and then now I can't do it again.
What?
I was trying to do that. I can't do it. I did it a minute ago.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
The whistly noise, but I was trying to do it in the like. Oh, fuck you.
Paul says, I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying some Nick Offerman limited edition Lagavulin.
Whiskey.
Nick Hoffman lives. Oh right, wicked.
Ooh, is it nice, Paul? +1 Mexican standoff. Yeah, so it's 5 votes for Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Love it.
Do you mind if I sleep here by this barrel? Hey, that'd be fine. Just falls asleep next to the barrel with a big smile on his face. So good.
Oh. Tom, do you have anything?
Yes. The signature James Bond theme
Of course.
I can't see it.
from 1963, and it's been used in every. Oh, sorry. It was 62 when Doctor No came out. So
Problem is,
yeah,
Tom,
it's been
I
used in
just
every
don't
film.
think of James Bond when I hear the James Bond theme.
Oh, that's
So,
funny,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You think of me dancing across your room.
Dun, dun,
Bit of bush.
dun.
Yeah, oh, bit of bush. She swings right towards the camera, but it cuts away. You don't see anything. Too late. Oh, bit of nipple.
I've had this like cough for ages. I'm just laughing like an absolute cunt right now, and it's really, really winding me up.
Thing is,
Didn't
though,
properly
like
Muttley
once
laugh,
you
yeah.
get past the standard James Bond theme, there are actually some of the James Bond theme songs that are definitely worthy of inclusion. Some of them are utter bangers.
They
Yeah.
are. Do we do that though?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
that's a
I mean,
lot.
they are literal film themes.
They are.
to discount
Okay.
them means that we don't put songs as awesome as GoldenEye.
Right. Okay.
Which is
let's
a-
real.
Yeah,
Fucking
GoldenEye is
awesome
like the Bond
theme.
theme distilled down to its quintessential essence.
We
Yeah.
went through this for 3 weeks doing the James Bond films.
And I want to do it again.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's pick, say, 3.
Okay.
So
let's-
as well
let's
as the main Monty Norman
yeah.
Bond theme,
yeah.
3 Bond songs. What you having?
Spy Who Loved Me.
You've got
So-
to
so you-
Skyfall.
Spy Who Loved Me is Nobody Does It Better.
The obviously
Nobody
that Sam
Does It
Smith
Better is
one's got to
amazing.
go in.
Yeah.
You know the one that goes.
I'm pretty certain that's not the song. But sure.
That's what I
They,
hear
did,
in my
they
head.
didn't do a good job. they didn't do a good job.
You Know My Name by Chris Cornell.
Oh, I love it, but
really
it's
fucking
not
good.
top 3 Bond songs.
Oh, it's so good though.
It is very good. GoldenEye has got to be in there.
GoldenEye's amazing.
Goldfinger's got to be in there. Even though they're
Where's
basically the
Goldeneye
same
got to
song.
be in there? Goldfinger, I get. I don't believe Goldeneye has to be in there.
No,
What? Gold,
No, I think
what?
Live and Let Die if we're going anything else.
Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So what? Live and
So
Let Die.
Goldfinger, Live and Let Die,
Goldfinger.
and
Which other one would you have?
Goldfinger.
Spy Who
Time's
Loved
up
Me.
forever.
Spy Who Loved Me, Nobody Does It Better.
Yeah, nobody does it better.
Yeah.
And you've got to Skyfall. You've got to crumble.
So Nobody Does It Better.
Yeah,
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
And Live and Let
yes.
Die.
Live and Let Die.
There's a bit of everything there as well.
Yeah, that covers the sort of the broad
Yeah,
Bond theme archetypes, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Plus the main
I'm quite proud of us for that.
the main Bond theme.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it could
four
have
Bond things in
degenerated
there,
into fisticuffs.
Just where's Dan gone? He's just here, like, tires screech,
Slam.
busting through your door.
25 minutes later. Sorry, it's temporary traffic lights. Anyway, wait. Thwack.
Apologies, I've just beaten Tom to death with one of his own printed out lightsaber hilts.
Let's
3D
do a
print
few
yourself
more
a
and then-
new nose, you bastard.
Yeah, just all you see is just Dan hitting me with a variety of printed objects. Like,
Just
I'm just on the
throwing
floor
them at you.
clutching at his hand. No,
Hospital. This man appears to have been battered to death with a bewildering array of dildos.
Fuck you! You said Moonraker.
Die Another Day has its merits.
Right, let's do a handful more before we call it a night. I think.
Yeah.
And then come back next week and maybe try and be a bit quicker.
Oh, this has been a classic pod.
It's better to go through
love
a
it.
few and actually talk about them than just list stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
who's next?
I don't mind. Should we do
hang
one
on.
more each?
Bond theme. We've all voted for it, and all those right.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
ones, yeah.
clearly.
Yeah,
We're
clearly.
not fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Russ.
Have we
Russ,
had
your
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders
Yeah,
of
there we
the Lost Ark.
Oh, He's
They
an
are
archaeologist,
the
and he's
ark.
finding
Or
stuff.
more broadly, the Indiana Jones music, because it's the same music in all of them, isn't it?
Jones is here,
Indiana Jones.
and he's
Indiana,
drinking
Indiana.
and swinging and whipping some things,
But he doesn't like
Brilliant.
snakes.
but he hates. He doesn't like them when they hiss.
I would quite love it
Especially
if all
sneaking up on
movie
him when he's
themes
having a piss.
had to summarise the plot of the whole movie in their lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay, should we add Jurassic Park just because I know that me and Tom can do that?
It's Jurassic Park,
Park,
not Triassic Park. There are dinosaurs and people in
I think
Jurassic
I
Park.
prefer the that one. I can't remember what it's. I don't know what the name of it is. I think I might prefer
all part
that
of the same
to the
thing,
main Jurassic Park theme, which is also incredible.
Okay, so Jurassic Park's getting 3 votes then,
I
right?
think
Easily.
that is actually part of the Jurassic Park theme, though.
No,
Yeah, I think
it's
it's all-
got
it all
a
leads on to it,
different
yeah.
name. I mean, it's all one piece of music basically, isn't
Yeah.
it? The whole length of the film, but that bit does have a different. It's called like. It's the bit that plays
think
when
it
they
all
go
leads
through
on-
the massive wooden doors. That's when you hear it for the first time.
I thought it was when they descend past the waterfall in the helicopter.
I kind of.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
We're
kind
in
of-
a helicopter
Helicopter
going
now.
lower.
To the world's most stupidly cited helipad for some reason.
Yeah.
I kind of count them together in the same way that Jurassic Park's getting a ton of votes now. So yeah, it's
Well, our version
I kind
of
of
it, where we sang along.
yeah. I think we might have ruined it a little bit, but I think it kind of all. I kind of think it's all one piece in the same way that I think my final choice of the evening, which is my favourite John Williams score, is the Superman theme. I think of all the things he's done, that is
Superman.
Superman. Just
Here he comes flying towards me very fast. It's Superman.
but it's also got that is the most epic of his theme tunes, I think.
It's pretty cool. Did he do the Back to the Future theme song though?
No, that
Danny
was someone
Elfman,
else.
I think.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Danny Elfman.
No, it wasn't, was
It
it?
was
Well, we'll do that one later then.
yeah.
But I mean,
So
that's
Superman's-
definitely in there.
come.
The
So
music
Superman's
from
getting a
Back to
vote
the
from me, by the
Future
way?
is
No,
is
That's a lot,
incredible. What are we talking about?
Superman.
Yeah,
Superman.
definitely.
I vote, yeah, definitely amazing.
All right, cool. Yeah,
Iconic
Right, 3 votes.
bit of
Superman.
music.
Put Back to the Future in there before we forget about it because it's fucking
Yeah, Back
brilliant.
to the Future. I can never remember how it starts though.
It's the
Do, 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 do.
You're right. It starts with a
Yeah.
little diddly and then it goes into
but
the
it
horn
builds. It,
section.
it ends
Yeah.
up just being insanely epic for what is
Yeah.
basically a movie about a teenager trying to avoid fingering his mother.
Those films are fucking amazing, though.
That is very
And-
succinct. That summary, very.
And
succinct.
also, if you've seen his mother, maybe you should just finger her.
Bit of
She's
time
pretty
travel
hot.
finger blasting.
It's pretty hot. Film it.
It's not
You want
cool,
a ton of
man.
money?
It's not. It's not cool. It's not
Just
cool,
saying.
man. It's not cool. I don't think it's
Like-
cool.
The porn world has gone crazy for that kind of shit. Like, just do it.
What, time travel?
Fine. Yes, that's obviously what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. What do you think I was talking about? Incest? Weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can't.
It's
You can't turn left without running into porn. Yeah, man. It's yeah. I just found it's easy to leave it alone. Live a very pious existence.
one self-father paradox for the Back to the Future. Yes.
I'm more turned on by the heater in my room than I am by porn these days.
Really?
Yes.
Fair play. I didn't
really
even know about the
frustrated, though, and I hate
subgenre
it
of
when
people being
anyone
stuck
else-
in washing machines.
I am far less patient than I used to be, however, and angry. And anytime anyone asks me how I am, I tell them to mind their fucking business. But just mind your fucking business. Like, My semen
I just
retention
need to get the poison out.
Yeah, my semen retention is outrageous. Anyway.
Lovely.
Sorry, this is really taken. Sorry. Right. I really lowered the tone then. I apologise.
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
Couple more.
Yeah,
we
we
got
could do
Back
a
to the
couple
Future.
more.
We got plus one more Back to the Future. Only an extra one for Superman. That Superman theme tune's fucking amazing. All right, fine.
Plus one, self
This only needs to get it on the list. As long as it gets on there, it gets
Yeah.
on there.
It's going to get on the list. I'll make sure.
Okay, I've got one more, which I don't think we've
Go on
had yet. Jaws.
Yes.
I can't just put not Jaws.
Utterly iconic.
The bit from Peep Show. I want something like the theme song for Jaws, but not Jaws. Just when someone hears it, they go, yeah. You know? What shall I write? I can't just put not Jaws. No, it's badass, man. It's so good.
Also, really adds to the film as well.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It gets a fucking solid vote from me.
Yeah, definitely. I like Jaws. It's a good film.
I like Jaws too.
Should we? Yes, Jaws.
Like Jaws
Should we wrap
3D.
it up for the evening? Or do we want to do a couple more?
I've got one that might be a bit of a badass one.
Go on then.
Go on then. Let's go out on a high.
It was casually mentioned earlier. I don't know whether we actually spoke about it properly, but Ride of the Valkyries.
Yeah, perfect.
In Apocalypse Now.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is fucking iconic. The chopper attack scene with that in the background is amazing, and the explanation in film is when they play it, it terrifies the Viet Cong. Like, I get it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing, iconic. I know that people might say, you know,
that I think is genuinely associated with
yeah, that is definitely like that is 100% on the list, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Dan says the Gremlins theme. I wholeheartedly agree as well.
Oh yeah,
It's
very good.
excellent.
Yeah, I like
How's that
that.
one go? That's Danny Elfman, isn't it?
I think so. Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Is this
By the way,
about
Graham's
women
getting a
again?
vote from me, by the way, as well. It's controversial opinion. Out of Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman, and Michael Giacchino, Michael Giacchino might be the best person.
What, in general?
Do you mean the best composer or just the best person?
Best composer,
best
yeah.
person.
Nicest guy, yeah.
It's just the best dude.
Really generous, gives to charity.
Yeah, really good guy. Yeah. Graham's getting a vote for me, by the way, as well. But,
I think I like him as an individual the best.
Yes. Paul says Pink Panther as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
that's
of
pretty
those
good,
three
isn't it?
would you like to start a small business with?
Danny Elfman, because he did the Simpsons theme tune. But yeah.
Yeah. He's got some capital.
I told you, I must have mentioned this before. One of my favourite facts, I think I found out from researching for the pod, for the TV themes one, is that Danny Elfman earned more money from singing the words The Simpsons than he has earned for anything else he's ever written, including the Simpsons theme.
Amazing.
So because of the way the royalties worked for the Simpsons, everyone that sang the Simpsons at the start earned more money than he earned for actually writing the theme tune for the Simpsons.
Amazing.
Sparked.
Yeah. But yeah. Zimmer, he wrote the Going for Gold theme. He wins. He did. He also played keyboard on History of the World by the Damned. But he's not as good as Michael Giacchino. Michael Giacchino did the Batman theme tune, which is amazing. But yeah. Pink Panther gets a vote for me. It's iconic.
Yeah, it gets a
It's
vote for me.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
I think that's a good place to end part one, and we'll pick up part two next week.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
We might be more concise next week. Less
Well,
randomly.
then we'll do 2 parts, and then we'll hammer this out. We'll put it through our spreadsheet, Omatic 3000, and then we'll end up with a final bracket that we can start voting on.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, I agree with
Standard, World Cup style knockouts.
Amazing. So,
I've got to stop playing with my my sprue cutters.
yes. Although now you're fiddling with yours,
Mm.
I'm going to get mine out. There we go. It's my sprue cutters. So, with all that in mind, thank you very much for watching and or listening to the first part of our World Cup of movie themes. If you want to share any of your favourite movie themes with us, please do. We'd love to hear them. So make sure that you, Grayville, make sure that you hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook using the handle at TMTOH. And if you want to do it on the Discord server as well, go to our Instagram page. You'll find the link to the Discord server in there, and you can vote your heart out and send all your suggestions as well. We'll try and cover as many as we can in the second part next week. It's been really good fun. Obviously, Dan is sticking to a phenomenal schedule at the moment. Pods just go up unrated, unedited, unrated, just like they did.
Last week's going up tonight.
Yeah, but no, you're sticking to a good schedule. It's just they're going up. You know what I mean? That's great. That's what I'm saying. So, with no further ado, let's get out our cutters of sprue and say goodbye, Russ.
Laters, boys.
Goodbye, Dan.
Where's Russ's sprue cutter? I know it's there. I know it's there. Like
Yeah.
I know he's trying to act cool, but I know it's there. There he is.
Yes. Let's get
Yeah.
the chorus of the sprue cutters.
There you go. Yeah.
Can you hear
Now
the
we're
little-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dan.
Bye bye.
And it's goodbye from me, Tom. And on that note, Russ, let's cue the music.